There are an infinite number of reasons why you should love reading. And one thing I probably don't have to tell you is that many of the most highly regarded people throughout all of human history loved reading. But reading isn't always easy. And if you don't have a book you're interested in, reading is almost never easy. And that's because your brain and mine are very uncooperative clumps of biomatter, which is what today's video is all about. Helping you make the act of reading easier and more enjoyable. Because whether you're a seasoned reader or just trying to start a daily reading habit, appreciating the act of reading and the art of literature is going to help you read deeper and finish more books. That's the project of today's video. It's the project of my channel. Let's roll the intro. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a couple of quotes to help you read deeper and finish more books. These are quotes I used to share with my undergraduates at the beginning of each semester to get them in the headspace, I think, that reading great literature requires. Or if not requires, at least rewards. First and foremost, there is no friend so loyal as a book. So first, an angsty Hemingway quote. Always good to have one of those. Bad guy, good books, the standard trope. Forgive me or don't, my point is that I think these words are relevant and I think they're worth remembering. There is no friend so loyal as a book. What do these words mean, and how will they help that uncooperative clump of cells upstairs finish more books? They help because, like all of the quotes I'm going to share with you today, they influence the ways in which you approach a text, be it philosophical or fiction. Another quote, books say what they have to say, and they don't pretend to say anything else. When I am not there, they are silent. Okay, let's stay on track. We are working with multiple quotes now. Things are getting complicated. I think a materialist point of view might lead you to believe that books are just clumps of pages and, lots of ink. But really they're portals to new worlds, which is something I talk a lot about on this channel. Books are waiting patiently on shelves, sometimes for decades, just for you to pick them up and see what they have to say. And that to revisit the Hemingway quote and combine it with the Simone de Beauvoir quote. That's a kind of loyalty we can't expect from any other living creature. So I encourage you to open your heart to books when you approach them. Open your hearts and consider where these magical portals can take you. Because when you do that, the 15 or 20 minutes or the hour or 2 hours that you spend reading, you get more out of it. You read deeper, you spend more time digesting the text, you give more of yourself to the text before you. But while we're on the subject of magical portals, it leads me to another quote that I used to share with my students at the beginning of each semester. There is no frigate like a book to take us lands away. Side note, let me know in the comments what the furthest distance a book has ever taken you is. And there's a good chance I talk about it in an upcoming video. So far, what I'm trying to tell you is that books are always waiting for you to search them out and discover their secrets. And in exchange for your time and attention, these loyal creatures will take you to new worlds. And if you do enough digging, you'll discover that virtually every great writer has communicated this same idea in slightly different words. For me, books have always been able to do what no other art form can do, especially like long and difficult books, like this one, or this one, or this one. Anyways, books that I love and gave my time to gave me in exchange memories that are so vivid it was as if I really experienced them. As if I was really in Joyce's Dublin, or Proust's France, Melville's Whaler, or Morrison's Harlem. I have pictures and impressions of these worlds that are mine and mine alone. And that isn't just unique to me, it's the case for everyone anytime they read a book that really captures their attention and engages them. And I think the Emily Dickinson quote I shared with you rings especially true when it's framed this way. There is no vessel like a book. There's nothing that can take us as far away as a book. Reading is an act of worship. It's an act of inward discovery. But at the same time, the experience when we're really captivated by a beautiful piece of literature, it's as if we were traveling, as if we were in a new place. And a loyal book will wait years to do this for you, to show you that there is a universe swelling up inside of you, one which connects you to every person you walk by when you're going about your daily life. Which brings me to another quote that I used to share with my undergraduates at Johns Hopkins. James Baldwin writes, "You think your pain and your heartbreak are unprecedented in the history of the world, but then you read. It was books that taught me that the things that tormented me most were the very things that connected me with all the people who were alive, who had ever been alive." So what does this mean? Books are always waiting to reward us with vivid memories in exchange for the time that we give to them. And in this way, they take us to faraway lands in a way which no plane, car, boat, frigate ever could. And then at the end of this paradoxically inward journey, what do they teach us? They teach us about what connects us with everyone who is alive and who has ever lived. I think books are mirrors onto which we project ourselves and our souls. And once we do that projecting, once we invest the time and the energy, we can learn from great literature. We can learn from great books in ways that are unique to us, in ways that speak to exactly what we need at that moment. And in that way, I think what great books can teach us is infinite. If you want to learn more about my approach to reading literature and writing literature, I hope you'll check out this playlist, which is full of great quotes and my spicy literary takes.